Hey, Luna Boona. Girl Cube. Hey, yeah, hot breath.
Yeah. I'm not able to get on. It says waiting for the wild huckleberry.
Okay, 22 seconds, I guess.
Sit down, baby. Sit down. Sit.
Hey.
Good girl. Good girl. Sit and quit breathing on everybody. That's some. Oh, there we are. Now we're live.
Yay! Mom's got some gospel music going on over there.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little hint here and there.
She got blaring. How's everybody doing today? It's hot. Oh, fan. Just a second.
I thought you already turned that on.
No, you hear it? I'm gonna have to move this out of my way. Sorry.
So far, I think I'm the only one in here.
Okay.
But it's like Donald said a while ago, and nobody ever gets in immediately. They're always waiting a little bit before they get in. Uh-oh. Okay.
Stop, Luna. Jeez.
Oh, come on here. Come over here, baby. Hey, we're freezing?
Oh, well, I'm jealous.
No, we're freezing.
Oh,
Hey, Jack.
we're freezing.
I'm guessing that's you. You don't have there's no chat up on that. Okay. I don't, are we still freezing? Or, I mean, I'm showing okay on my phone. So I'm hoping it did spin a little there for a minute, but.
Should be okay. Whew. I had to turn the fan on. It's hot out of here.
It is very hot out
My
here.
face is woolly.
All right, well, good evening. I just talked to Jack a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit earlier
Hey.
on the Money Pit homestead. Okay, good. He said we're good now. Good.
Okay.
Is that both of you, or is it just Jack? Just curious. I don't want to leave Dina out if she's there. But yeah, we're hitting some good high temperatures right now in the 90s still, and hoping very much that those temperatures are soon going to drop. According to the weather, and we all know how wonderful the weather is for getting it right. But according to the weather, we're supposed to get rain on Wednesday. And starting on Wednesday, the highest temperature we're supposed to get is like 82 degrees. I love it. Nobody else so far. Comments, that is. Chat.
Oh.
But yeah, we're talking 82s for the high. And then, okay, it's just Jack.
Well, tell Dana I said hello. How's y'all's keto stuff going? Hope it's going well. I'm looking to start that. I've been doing some of it. I just haven't gone headstrong in it, you know. So it's just kind of try here, try some there. And the guys have liked them so far that I've made.
Yeah.
Especially those little chicken pinwheels, but I need to do some more.
Yeah. Tomorrow starts a different thing for me. I'm tired of the way I've been. I'm gonna change. I've got an app on my phone to do exercises, and I keep finding excuses not to do them. So I'm going to find excuses to do them now. It's just one of those things that, you know, you don't have time until you make time. So.
Yeah. It's like reading your Bible. You know, I've gotten to, before I eat, read a verse or read a chapter. So I'm going through Psalms right now.
Yeah, I've not done too good the last 2 days on that. I was doing good, and I got to get better at that.
I forgot
too.
this morning, and so I had Lee read it to me on the way to church because I was driving. But I got it.
Well, Dina said hello,
Hey.
and then he said they aren't doing keto.
Oh, okay. I thought they were at one point. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I saw on one of your shows where y'all were doing that. My bad.
When you get to watching enough people on YouTube, you get mixed up as to who's doing what half
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, but we're enjoying a very lovely evening, though. I mean, we're not like Donald and Lisa. We're not threatened of getting rained on, which I'm not saying that's a good thing. We could use some more rain. We've gotten a little bit, but they were at one point during keto. So.
Oh, okay. I'm not crazy. Thank you.
We
I appreciate that.
We did get some rain at one point, a good bit, especially when that hurricane came through.
Hurricane in Arkansas.
Yeah. When that hurricane came through, we got a whole day of rain.
That's pretty good.
I knew who you meant, Jack. Voice chat spelled her name wrong. It spelled it Dana, D-A-N-A, but I knew who you were talking about. But yeah, we could use some more rain at this point. The grass is still green. I'm hoping Lee mowed yesterday. Fingers crossed he did it for the last time this year.
Yeah. He tried to put it down really low. It just kill it. I don't blame him. Started mowing.
No, we're not coming. September is a bad month for us to try to come to Oklahoma. I wish we could, but I really wanted to go to the thing last weekend, and September is just not a good time trying to do things. My dad
and Thor just had surgery.
Yeah.
We're still watching after him. I don't know why.
Oh, Jack said it's rained there most of the afternoon. Maybe that stuff will move over this way. But yeah, we're still messing with Thor, but I was really wanting to go to that. I mean, I'd love to come to some things that, I love living in Arkansas, but there are times there's a lot of stuff going on in Oklahoma. I'd kind of like to, kind of wish we could go there and be a little closer to some of that stuff.
We have to move up to Fayetteville.
And the problem with moving anywhere right now is I'm not leaving my grandbabies.
No.
I'm not going to be hours from my grandbabies. Right now we're minutes from our grandbabies.
Yeah,
And
they'd have to move with us.
Yeah, that's where it's got to be. I most extremely enjoy being around my babies a lot. I got to see them at church today, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, littlest one, Monet. You can't get away from that. I brought them snacks. They were excited about that.
I hadn't even heard about that. Pine Cone Fest in Texas next month.
Pine Cone Fest.
I have to look into that. I don't know. I haven't even heard about that. So, a lot of these are homesteader meetups and stuff,
Oh.
Good things to go to. So that's what that is. The Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous is next weekend.
Well, Jack and Dean are in the know.
Yeah, they're just getting in from working in the rain. Yeah, lucky you.
Sorry.
I don't love when we get tons and tons of rain, but right now we are in need of it. So
Is the creek dried up?
the creek is extremely dried up. There's a puddle. There's a place on this side and a place on this side that still has water standing in it, but dry all around.
Oh.
Pinecone Fest is a YouTube meetup. Okay. In the Mount Vernon, Texas, Lake Cypress Spring, 11th, the 12th, and 13th of October. Okay. Welcome in, Red Dirt, Rooster Road. Glad to have you. glad you got some work done in the rain. I guess it wasn't as hot, but you still got wet, huh?
Sorry.
Well, I'm going to look into that, kind of see what that's all about. Our big thing right now is of course, we're spending our weekends getting ready for deer season. So that's where I was. Yesterday was in the woods, getting ready for deer season. And then tomorrow, I took off tomorrow because my dad's like, we're so far behind. We're so far behind. And so I said, well, I'll take a day off and we'll go work in the woods. So I'm working in the woods tomorrow instead of working. I'll be working, trust me.
Oh, goodness. I guess that's why you still have it on the trailer.
Yes.
There's Mama.
Yeah,
Mama's out there working in the flowers.
we just left the tractor on the trailer. I need to use the bush hog out here, but I decided I probably wasn't going to get a chance to yesterday after I got back, and then today. So I said we'll go ahead and just leave it on the trailer, and then Daddy will come and hook it up in the morning. And because I live where we used to live, I was a long ways from the woods. Now I live very close to where we hunt.
Yeah,
so
it's just around the corner.
it is not very far away, and I'm happy with that. All right, welcome. Donald and Lisa, as y'all are, he said they're putting up their stuff from their lives, so they're listening.
Okay.
But yeah, yesterday I had to rush. I went to the woods, and then yesterday afternoon I went to a deal for Operation Christmas Child over in another town. It's I don't know if you guys know anything about OCC. It's Samaritan's Purse. It's where you get people to pack shoe boxes, and they send them off to other countries and give them to kids that wouldn't get a present otherwise, and plus they get a gospel presentation with it too, and so it's a really great opportunity to let kids hear about Christ and to see His love in getting a shoebox. So
Go get the stuff.
what's
The stuff in the box that they had to show.
Okay. Here, Jack's trying to make me jealous. He says my deer blind is 70 yards from my back porch. But for the rifle, he just goes to the back porch.
Well, we got one right here. They'll come out there at the
That's
creek.
true. I've been seeing a mama and her twins down there. I don't know if we have any roosters. I'm looking at Farkas and thinking rooster. Well, I don't know if we have any bucks around here, but
We'll put some horns on the roosters.
Sonia's uncle has land back behind us here that I didn't go hunt last year, but I'm really considering that I'm going to put up a blind or something back there and hunt part of it. Because, to be honest with you, I saw a tree. Let me get the gauge right. It was about that big around, huge tree that looked like it had been rubbed on by a buck deer. Now, I'm used to, trees this big around and smaller. This thing was huge, and it was stripped at the very bottom. It was a cedar tree. So I really need to go back there and find that deer. Go introduce myself to him.
Say hello to my little friend.
All right, let me grab that stuff real quick.
Yeah, 'cause I think that'd be neat. 'Cause I like some of those little toys. They were cute.
Oh, now, you want me to grab the bag,
Yeah.
the bag that I brought home yesterday?
Mhm.
Okay.
I had a bunch of stuff in there. Stuff you can order off of Amazon, so you can get, bulk stuff off Amazon. And it's like a Dollar Tree find, And get those and send them off. It was cute little stretchy animal things. I don't know what you call them. Here they are.
Here's the little things.
See?
This was somebody's idea of things you could put in the shoebox.
And the little head goes right here and there. And it's a little... It's got a little collar now. See? And it's a little wristband. Just put on vegetable.
One of the things that I'm going to mention to the church, there's right here is that since 1993 that Operation Christmas Child has been doing this, 220 million shoeboxes have been given to kids. There were 11.3 million given out last year. And 10 million of that 11.3 came from the United States. So, and then, like I said, with every shoebox that they get a little pamphlet, and they get a gospel presentation, and the chance to they get invited to come to what's it called, the Greatest Journey, which is 12 weeks of walking them through. Basically, it's discipleship. It's just showing them that. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people. And I like the way they said it yesterday. If you pack a shoebox, you've basically become a missionary right there.
I'm just looking in the back.
And that's
Oh.
the follow your box ones.
Okay, and you can follow your box.
And then they will tell you what country your box went to.
There you go.
But it was
And this would be a nice little, thing to put in the necklace. It's got a little hole inside. But there's all kinds of toys. But there are toys that you don't put in there because of where the box is maybe going, what kind of country they're in. So you don't put,
you don't put any kind
Army.
of war toys.
no war toys.
Guns, knives, even fake ones.
Don't
of
put
course.
chocolate in there because it melts before it gets there.
And they're actually saying that this is going to be the last year that soap is allowed to be sent, because there's several countries that anything that touches the kid's skin, they're not allowing. And so it's causing lots of problems with them holding up boxes and such because it has soap. So this is going to be the last year they're going to allow soap in it.
Oh.
Which is kind of sad, but
Well, I mean, other countries do have rules and regulations for what they allow in their items, that come into the country.
That's
So
probably
it's
the biggest thing right there is
dyes
it's what's in those.
chemicals, because they restrict those things a lot in other countries. Not here, though. We get them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's because of the things that are in the soap that may not be allowed in that country.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you guys get a chance to, and you can go online, go to Operation Christmas Child online, and you can pack a box online. You never have to go do it. You can just go pick out what you want to put in there and pay for it and go. And that's pretty cool. 'Cause
Nice.
that's good for people who are like shut-ins and such. They don't have to.
Well, and if you forget, you get all this stuff and you're like, where did I put it? Where did I put it? You gather things throughout the year. And this right here just lets you just pay for it and go. And you don't have to remember to even take the box up to the church.
Yeah.
I would be one of those people.
But it was a cool time yesterday, but I barely made it in time because I barely made it in time because I was in the woods, and then my dad was like, "Oh, do you need to go?" And I looked, and I was like, "Oh yeah, now."
He made it.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead, Jack. Jack's going to pre-record. I guess you must have to go to work early in the morning. He's
right,
going to go
bye.
pre-record his
Y'all have
Bible
a good
study
night.
for in the morning. So they got a live at 7. So
Oh, okay.
we'll be sure to get off of here so you guys can go jump on
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jack and Dina, because I plan to.
Yeah. Then I can talk to Dina.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't feel good, Jack.
Oh. Take some vitamin C.
Yeah, definitely. Vitamin C is a
And not
wonderful
just
thing.
one. My doc, he says you can take 4, 6, 10,000. There will be a point that you have too much. You'll know it. Stop. And go backwards, But during this season right here, we always increase our vitamin C and eat a bunch of extra vitamin C.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Probably 2,000 at a time, huh?
Jack said he had to be at work at 3:30.
Oh.
God bless, Jack. We'll see you on your live.
Side by side or a four-wheeler coming on.
Yep.
Dogs
Thor's
are getting
barking out
antsy.
there. He's getting upset. My boy is loud. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to him. But anyway, but if you guys, haven't ever heard of Operation Christmas Child, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it there.
Yeah.
Our church does it. We didn't really do it before I started doing it, so now we do it because I was at another church. I'd never even heard of it, and they did it, so.
They were doing it there.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they weren't doing it on a very large scale, 'cause nobody else was doing it. Anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm trying to get it going. I didn't do a good job last year. I will own up to that. But this year I'm going to do better. We're going to see how many boxes we can pack. Because I always say, for every box you pack, that's one more child that would not have gotten a Christmas present. And that's a big deal.
Yeah, because you can. Nah.
You trying to go up your nose? Sonia has a bad time with bugs trying to go up her nose.
So, but oh, what was I gonna say about the boxes? It's too bug.
Anyway, the sun's going down, so it's getting a little better here. It's gotten, the shadows are getting longer because it's going behind the trees over there. And it makes a big difference. But I could tell this morning when I walked outside, there were a few days where it was cooler in the mornings. I mean, that's what's so funny. It was 68 degrees, and it felt amazing. And then 2 days later, it was 70 degrees, and it was muggy. It's just crazy how it does
right
that.
now with the fan going, it's comfortable. It's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, I love sunsets. They're beautiful. Welcome, Janae. I like to record because the way it always is around here, our sun rises, the sun looks beautiful and all, but there's not as many colors as there is when it's in the west, and there's, because I don't know, maybe we just tend to have more clouds in the evening. I don't know, because it's usually clouds that make it really pretty.
Yeah. Right now it's just wispiness, which it doesn't look like that. Looks like a bunch of airplanes have been flying over, and that's what's dissipated.
Yeah.
It's not clouds.
Yeah, a lot of this, yeah. Looks like trails left behind. There were some good clouds over here in the west a while ago when I was outside, so. Yeah, we're trying to, we're celebrating, I guess I should say, the fact that my youngest roosters are roosters. I keep saying roosters. I keep looking out there at Farkas, and my youngest chickens, my hens, not the youngest, but the middle ones, the one that I call the juveniles. I think I'm gonna have to start calling them the young adults now, because the first group of them has started to lay. So, I'm gonna have to start calling them the young adults, and what I was calling the chicks, I'm gonna have to start calling those the juveniles, because they're just at about the right age to be juveniles. So, but we've started. It's funny, we got 4 different breeds in there, and it looks like one of the 4 different breeds has started to lay eggs, and the other 3 really haven't yet. So, it's crazy. Yep, Jack and Dina will be live next, and we will be jumping over there. But the video I'm going to put out for in the morning, I found where they'd been putting some eggs. So I found out, hey, look, they're actually laying, because I didn't really have any evidence until then. Yes, I moved most of them, and now they're not laying there anymore. I tried to leave some what I call seeds, but they didn't take the bait. So
I didn't like that.
no, they were not up for the seeds that I left them. They said, no, we're gonna go lay somewhere else.
Well, we gotta find that place now. Probably under the shed. Because I noticed the dog pen.
What about it?
It's cleared out.
Your mama got in there with the weed eater. So it's sort of cleared out. She got in there with her little electric weed eater.
Oh, you should have videoed that.
Oh, I wasn't here. I asked Lee, I looked in there and I asked Lee, I said, so you got in there with the weed eater? And he said, no, that was Mamaw.
Oh, he should have videoed that.
Oh, I tell him all the time, you see things, you need to start videoing for me, because
My mama, she's little. She's got a weed eater. She,
she complains about that weed eater all the time, because she said it either runs out of string or it runs out of battery before she's ready for it to.
it's a good thing it runs out of battery. She'd go all day.
Yeah, she'd just go and go
That's
and go
not
and
good.
have
Not
a
in this
stroke.
heat. Yes, yes. I had to remind her all the time to drink some Pedialyte. You know, not Gatorade, but Pedialyte.
Gatorade,
Something with
that's sugar.
electrolytes, significant electrolytes, and Pedialyte does have. And that'll keep her from getting dehydrated, because she's gone in there and woken up 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, ready just to scream out for me to come get her because she's got a leg cramp. So I remind her so she doesn't do that, because I just feel bad. I feel so bad.
I had an incident early in the summer. We got a pond across the street behind her uncle's house, and I went and cleaned it up so that I could take my grandkids over there to go fishing. Well, I didn't take any water with me, so when I got over there and got to going, and I kept stopping occasionally, but I didn't stop enough, so I ended up having a little, I think probably heat exhaustion.
Yes.
And that was on a Saturday, and on Sunday I didn't go to church, and I just kind of laid around, and Monday and Tuesday I couldn't even get out. I got out of bed, went to the bathroom, came back, laid down. That was it. That took every bit of strength I had. And on Wednesday I finally worked a little bit and then laid down for a while. On Thursday I finally worked all day, but then laid down, and by Friday I was finally fine again. And on Saturday I was outside working again, but anyway, I was drinking Pedialyte.
Yeah. We have so many people come in the office that have been working out in the woods, you know, loggers and stuff like that, and they get dehydrated real fast, and older people get dehydrated really quickly. And so just encourage them to drink Pedialyte.
Yep, Pedialyte, popsicles, just anything where you can get Pedialyte, that's good.
Drip drop.
And then we got Wild Teas Homestead. I watched your video, you know, and commented on it. Where I got tickled at your son. Daddy, you're so strong. I love that.
That's sweet.
Well, he made a chicken tractor without wheels, and he was moving it to move those gigantes.
Oh, okay.
And,
Those big chickens. Like our Remus.
Yeah. Oh, those chickens are half legs, because those legs are long. But I got tickled at that. I thought that was very cute. He wanted to help everything. He was talking into the camera and telling them things. And been trying to get my grandkids a little bit.
That's
but
like Paxton. He would go to town being your announcer.
It's true. I need to have him more talking
Yeah.
to it now, because he tried to do his own little video one time. I put it out as a short because I loved it. He watched my videos for a while. He's watching me do things, so he had his own little thing.
Yeah, hello, people. And he was showing you the wild things in his backyard. You know, deer horns. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, they do learn fast, and then they also and they will watch everything you do.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said about kids.
Tell on you too.
What drives me crazy is you can do 10 things that you want them to mimic, and then one thing you don't, and the one thing they're going to pick out is that one thing you didn't want them to mimic.
Oh, my daughter is constantly saying, "Mom, stop it." Oh, I teach them too much, but it's fun.
Yeah, I really thought that if you left some eggs there, they would do it, Donald, but
He did leave a couple eggs there, and they just didn't.
and somehow one of them disappeared. Makes me wonder a little bit what happened. I don't know if I perhaps had a snake got in there, because I know Luna didn't get to them
Because she can't get in there.
it's a covered, protected area. But I had two. I left two eggs. I left two specific ones, and one of them was still there and the other one wasn't, and I just thought that was a little strange. Especially since nobody else laid in there.
That might be why they didn't lay in there.
Yeah.
Snake.
I may have had ate more than 18 eggs if I'd have caught it at a different time. I don't know.
What did Bartlow call snakes?
Sliders.
Sliders.
But I've been trying to get my grandkids in on things. You know, Pax loves it when he's here, and I go feed the animals. And that's his thing. He wants to go out there and help me. He pours the feed out for the goats and all. I get tickled at him because he's just a fussing at them. No, move, get out of the way. I can't do this. I was like, just walk on, bud. They are not gonna get out of your way. If you've ever had goats, you know they love to be in the right. And just like this morning, I went to pour some out. And just as I went to pour it, one of my little ones, Clover, she just walks right in the middle of the bucket. It's like, what sense does that make? I pour the food in there, and she just walked right in the middle of it.
And Clint showed his colors on how good he is with the kids, you know, because he was coming up there to the feed and right there to Paxton, and he stopped and he backed up. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better, you know, that he's safe out there with Clint, because I wasn't sure about Clint, but everybody else was fine.
Clint is my bull, and so I was, you know, I worry about him sometimes because I think he could you know, I'm always watching him. I'm always keeping an eye on him because he is a bull and he doesn't have a temper or anything. But what he could do is he could get a little excited and do things that he didn't mean to. Luna has come to join us.
She's like, I've been a good doggy.
Come to get a little attention.
She is. She's a good girl.
She's a nut is what she is.
And she's going to try and get in my lap now.
Now she's going to be a lap dog. Hey.
You just want some love? Okay, I'll give you a hug. Is that what you wanted to hug?
Dog has skin. Lord, girl.
Is that what you wanted?
Hey,
You wanted to hug?
look over there. Look at the camera and
But
say
she's
hi to
been
everybody.
good. She's not hurting my leg. So, you want to say hey? Look here.
Look over there. Say
Say
hey,
hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Well, Luna's the one that we got. Excuse me. Her purpose in being here is to patrol the entire place. She's free range.
Where are you going?
She's here to protect the chickens. Really, I call her my chicken guardian dog because her purpose is to protect the chickens. Because I've had foxes get chickens, and I want her to keep them at bay. And as a matter of fact, Pax and I were riding the four-wheeler back on the back there the other day, and Luna always runs right in front. She runs around in front of us when we're riding the four-wheeler. But a fox came out, stood there in the middle of the lane, back there a good ways from us here, and took off running. And this one took off and shot into the woods where that fox had been.
Get down. You're too big.
She didn't catch up with it, but she did.
Hey.
She did make it run away. So I think her keeping her scent around here and all has made a huge difference in the predators coming up close. We got Thor over there leaving his scent around and doing his thing, but he's confined within the pen because I don't need him wandering around because he would take care of all my chickens.
Take care of everything. Oh, hey, Luna dug up a mole. And my mother, she called over here. She's like, Luna dug up a mole. She's licking it. Is it okay?
She was worried that it might be bad for her to be licking on a mole.
It's a mole popsicle. Oh, she's fine. I don't know where the mole is, though.
Good dogs are extremely important, too, when you have animals. Good dogs that don't hurt your animals. Lee came out the other day, and I've seen that Thor is getting back to strength because he caught one of the chickens that came over the fence, but Lee saved it, so yay. But you've got to have good, you know, I see people commenting all the time on groups that I'm in for goats and that kind of stuff, and they're talking about, you know, something got one of my goats last night. What do I need to do now? You need some kind of livestock guardian something.
You need a Thor.
I would suggest dogs beginning, because I've heard a lot, that donkeys can be mean at times to goats and such, stuff smaller than them. I don't really know that much about donkeys because we've never had one, and I don't plan on having one here. Although I would mind having a mini donkey, but it's just too loud, too much noise. It's kind of like, for the sake of cleaning up the place and eating bugs and all that, the chickens do a great job, but from everything I hear, guineas are even better at that. As a matter of fact, the reason I hear a lot about guineas is one of the channels that I watch. That's Vista Acres Homestead. That's David, and he has guineas, and he says that he truly believes that they have fewer ant hills around on their property since they've had guineas for about 2 years, and he said he feels like they have far fewer ants on their property than they used to, and that alone makes me think about it. But gosh, they are loud.
They are. There's something else.
And
they just light up in the trees.
Yeah, they do go up at night, but they will also go in the trees. And the thing is when they go to nesting, they'll go find them a spot, build them a nest, and they're there. But the males and the females will sit on that nest.
Yeah,
but I just worry that you'd lose them.
Well, we got enough trees for them to go in.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if my grandparents had any guineas or if it was just the turkeys. There was a big oak tree beside my grandparents' house, which is across the road from us, where my uncle lives now, and 5 or 6 huge turkeys. And we would hear them go up there in the evening, and we'd hear them come down in the morning.
If you've never heard a turkey coming out of a roost, going into a roost, coming out of a roost,
a racket.
It will make you jump when it suddenly happens, if it's all quiet outside. Yeah, and David has mentioned them to me. He tried to talk me into guineas a little bit, but they're so loud, they're so noisy. I watched K&S Get Out, and they have guineas, and they love them. But good Lord, they're on there, and those guineas will alert, and they're so loud. But now, if something comes on the property that doesn't belong on the property, you know it. There's no doubt.
Between Thor, Luna, and guineas,
my parents live many miles away, and I think they would know it too. So.
I don't know how much our neighbors would enjoy it.
No, kind of like having a peacock.
Oh.
They say you can hear a peacock for like 2 miles.
I woke up to a peacock screaming outside the house one time.
Mm.
I thought it was my mother. I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was my mother had fallen down and she was screaming for me to come help her. Because all you hear is this female scream sound. And I was just like, what? And I'd shove on my shoes and run out the door and try to find my mother.
Instead, you found a peacock.
And then and it was in a tree. It scared me half to death. Because I knew my mother didn't climb a tree.
Yeah, I've watched a couple. Again, I get a lot of my education on a lot of these things watching different channels now, but I've watched a couple of different channels. Keeping It Dutch, and then Dutch and Brandy have 4 peacocks now. They really like them because they had 4. They had the one, they had Bobby, and then they decided to get him a peahen, and then she disappeared. So they ended up getting another one, and then they've got 2 peahens and 2, I forget what the males are called now, but they've got 2 males and 2 females, and that's too much noise. Donkeys and peacocks and guineas are just too noisy. Now, I grant you, goats are noisy. They're just not as loud and constant. Now, when they see me in the mornings, especially when I'm walking out there in the afternoon,
they're singing a song.
They are very loud. My mother-in-law said one time I tried to sneak up on her. She said, "You can't sneak up on me. Don't see you start screaming at you. I know you're coming."
She got you on that one.
There's times when it's getting in the afternoon, it's not time to eat yet, and I'll go to get in my car to go somewhere, and they'll start screaming at me. I'm like, y'all are a little too early. You're just going to have to wait a little longer.
Oh, goodness.
I love looking at some of these channels that have the mini donkeys, you know. Arms Family has them, you know. DJ loves her little mini donkeys, and they're so cute. And name just went out of my head. It's terrible. I can't think of the name just right this minute. Walkers. The Walkers have them, you know, and a Walker Farm Fam, and they're cute as they could be and all, but again, once they get up and they get to all that noise, you know, I could understand if I had 100 acres and I could keep them, you know, have them in a field way over there and all, but I've got 6 acres, and my area that they would be in is right over there. Farkas is talking to his girls.
Sweet talking.
That's pretty sweet for him. That's pretty sweet talking. Usually he's making all kinds of those deep noises, and he's crowing. So usually when he's over here on the porch, he's crowing and driving Sonya crazy. But anybody have any questions for us? For anybody who's maybe new on here, doesn't know, we have... Yeah, I agree. And we may have turkeys one day.
No.
I would like to have turkeys for the obvious reason of having turkeys.
Thanksgiving.
Yep, and Christmas. But yeah, if anybody is new here, we have goats, we have cows, we have Thor in the pen with them, we have rabbits, and although I lost my buck this summer, so I'm going to have to get another buck, and we've got chickens, and then we've got Luna running around, and then we've got Moose, who is our inside dog, who serves no purpose but to be Moose. So
She's comes around and just licks your leg. That's all she does.
oh, she drives me nuts. If I just walk back to the bedroom and walk back, she follows me down the hall, and every step I take, she licks my leg.
He just hollered, "Stop it!"
After the 10,000th lick, I get a little tired of it. Oh, Randy's in Alaska?
Oh,
wow.
Nice. Well, I don't know. Is it nice? I know they have some major bugs up there.
Hi, Randy. Yeah, now that's the other thing that David always talks about, is the fact that guineas are better than chickens if you let them in your garden, because they will eat the bugs, but they won't eat the plants. Now chickens, you let them loose in the garden, they will eat everything.
They're like goats. The goats of the yard.
Yeah, really. I mean, they will get in there, and your tomatoes, your whatever goes away quickly.
It's like when the pigs got out.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we had pigs at one time.
Bacon seeds. Sure did.
We had pigs one time, and we had piglets, and unfortunately our fence was not good enough to keep piglets in.
Oh.
And so they love to root. And where did they love to root? Our mama's flowers.
Oh, she came out hollering. Oh, she's so mad.
And then, I mean, truly, because she loves to dig around her flowers and keep it, so they love that good dug up dirt and all, and so that's where they went to. They went straight to her flowers every time.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were in Alaska, Randy, but I'm jealous, because I would love to go to Alaska.
What'd you go up there for? You got a trip.
That's and there's Farkas. I knew he wouldn't make it the whole time without crowing. I hope you're having a good trip, though, Randy.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll head out somewhere. I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to Alaska at all, especially taking an Alaskan cruise.
Well, I got family.
And their cruise.
I got family.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, They're on a cruise, Alaskan cruise.
Oh,
I think that would be very cool.
he flies the planes inland to the remote areas and drops
Oh,
off
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
He's got a, what do they call those planes?
I know there's a name for it. I don't
Yeah,
remember
there's a
what
name
is.
for it. I can't think of it right this
Bush
minute.
flighter. Bush.
A bush plane, yeah.
Bush plane.
Yeah, he's got the bush plane that flies supplies in and out. That's pretty cool. That would be an interesting job, but dangerous as heck, because when you get to flying around in different places in Alaska, the weather can change. Yeah, you think the weather can change fast in Arkansas or Oklahoma. It changes fast in Alaska. You can be halfway through a pass through this mountain, through this mountain and all, and the weather just says, okay, I think the wind will start blowing 10 times as hard now. Of course, again, that's watching someone I used to watch Mountain Men all the time, and one of the guys on there, he flew his own plane into places and did trapping and all. And, I mean, there'd be times when he'd have to turn around and just go back because the weather just, as he went on, it just got worse, and he had to turn around and come back because, you get one of those little planes, a little wind, and you're on the ground and not landing.
Yeah, you have a lot of weight on it.
But I would love to go to Alaska and see the place, see how beautiful it
I'm gonna
is.
take a long trip down through, and we can go to Arizona and New Mexico.
We can go
And
to
then go
New
up
Mexico.
to
We have friends that live in New
Yellowstone.
Mexico, and I'd love to go visit them.
yeah. Now, they got some stories. That would be good to go see him because he does a lot of hunting
He
and
does.
takes people on.
Yeah, he guides hunts.
guides. Yeah.
And he has his guided hunts. He's really good at it. And the thing about it is here in Arkansas we have kind of a limited number of things you can hunt. As far as there are some elk in Arkansas in parts of it. I don't know that there are any moose in Arkansas.
No, just elk.
But
When
there's
we were up
elk
there
and
around
deer and such. But
Arkansas.
when you get into New Mexico, we are talking, ibex and kind of all kinds of goats and all sorts of animals that you can hunt as long as you have somebody that knows what they're doing. And when it
And he
comes
does,
to
those
when it
two.
comes to Justin, he knows exactly what he's doing. He can.
Yes, he does.
I'm pretty sure when he takes people on hunts, they are super happy that he took them on the hunt.
Yep. He knows where to go.
Yep. I'm quite sure because there's all the times when he and his wife are posting pictures of them and the animals that they take, and because they go on a
Where
hunt.
did she go? Casey went to Idaho?
That may be
Iowa?
right. Yeah.
Iowa or
I think
Idaho?
it
One
may
of
be
those
Idaho.
two. But she had a deer. The horn. She couldn't even put her hands around the base of it. I was like, holy cow, that thing's huge.
I can't even imagine that.
Oh,
That's not the deer around here.
no.
Our deer around here, you're lucky if you can put your fingers around it and get a little width to it. We just don't have real big deer because we don't have great places for them to eat to get the nutrition to do it. And,
We have a lot more pine trees than we do
yeah, and we don't have
oak trees.
we don't have farms like we had at one time years ago. We had more farms around here that grew stuff that they could eat on, some things, but we don't have as many farms anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. So Don said they have deer and elk to hunt there in Kentucky. So,
Oh, nice.
and I love
Where
going
in
deer
Kentucky?
hunting. They're in Louisville.
Oh,
Yeah, they're right over there, very close to Darius.
oh, that's our other kid. I need to call and talk to him, see how he's doing.
He said he was taking a
Sabbatical. I
sabbatical
know.
from his phone, so no telling what that means. But I can't take a sabbatical from my phone because
Work.
work tried to call me and I didn't answer. I'd be in trouble
Yep.
because there's definitely times when 2 o'clock in the morning I'm going to get a call
Yeah.
and have to get up and fix something. But that's all right. That's what you get for being an IT person. Well, we had IT Appreciation Day, what was it, Tuesday, and we had pizza, which was Papa John's pizza, which I love Papa John's pizza. But just a little celebration of what we do, you know. But because a lot of people don't realize how much IT does in the background. They just all they know is when things go wrong, they know about IT. When things are going right, they don't worry about us. So.
Yeah.
Our treasured homestead. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I haven't learned everybody's names on some of the other yet. I'm going to get there. I promise.
Where are you guys located?
Yeah, where are you guys from? I know I've seen you on the Money Pit lives, but they're better. No, they've known you longer, so. Oh, it's Nancy. That's right. I should have known that. I should have known that. That's my boss's name at work. It's kind of like a cup of coffee there. I remember him now because, like I said, he's Clyde and he has the same name as my uncle did. So
Yeah.
it's easy for me to remember that. But anyway, anybody got any other questions and such? Anybody else getting ready for deer season? Since Jack's only got to go 70 yards back there. This is traditional land that we've hunted. I mean, we've hunted this stuff for a long time. And then my dad and it was his brother and his partner. It's our other son. He lived with us for a year and a half, and he is our son now.
Yeah,
He calls
we
us.
claim him.
He calls us mom and pop.
Yep.
So yeah, he lives in Louisville.
He works at the it's a Christian college there in Louisville.
I can't remember the name of it right
It
this
starts with
minute.
a B. Mercy.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Boyson? I can't remember. It's been too long. He decided.
Boyce. Yeah, it's Boyce.
Okay, Boyce.
Yeah, I believe that is it. It's
Okay.
Boyce.
He decided one day he wanted to move to Kentucky. And so he did, and we helped him.
Look right beside Luna's foot.
She found an egg.
Yeah, I think she just found it in there. She was in the flower.
So
I think
sorry,
one of somebody laid an
found-
egg in the
Well,
flowers.
there may
and
be a nest of them in there.
it may be.
You know
I'll have
how
to
they're-
go check that. Luna decided to. She brought one out. I don't even know if she eats them. She just likes to carry them around and lick on them.
But so, anyways, we moved Darius up to Louisville, and he had a place, you know, where he could go live, and right there beside the college. And so, then he started a good job there, and just getting plugged in with some people. Worked his way up at the job, doing really well, and so I
Yeah.
think he's now.
He's a boss. So he's got some people
Yeah.
working under him now. So
Yep, so I'm proud of him. He's doing good.
she just wants to play with it. That's all she's doing.
Get it out of your mouth. Can't
She-
use that. We're
she-
going to have to wash it.
She doesn't want. Yeah, it is Boyce. Yeah, that's where it is. But she doesn't. The thing is, I don't think she really. She likes to eat them, but I don't think she. That's why she gets them. She just because I'll find them laying here and there in the yard. I think she just likes to carry them around and play with them.
She does. Oh, Luna.
It's like a toy. It's not food as much as it's a toy. She'll
Luna.
chew on it, and then she'll put her foot on it. And
She's looking at me when I tell her name.
And
She
luckily-
knows what I'm telling her.
luckily, most of our eggs have some really hard shells, so she doesn't break it so easy. But I think she's easy on it too. She doesn't really crunch it when she's got it in her mouth. But
That's funny.
she's a nut. I will have to go check. I've checked those flowers before, but she was definitely over there by that, and then came out with that egg. So I'll
Yeah.
have to check her out. I do believe she's an egg thief. I think she does sometimes go down in the nesting box and grab them and bring them up and play with them.
We don't need her picking the eggs for us.
No, we weren't getting more than 2 or 3 eggs a day. But now, with the Easter eggers laying, we should pick up somewhat. Of course, I found there was 18 in there the other day, so it's 5 till.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go past 7 because I do want to go get on Jack and Dina's
Yeah.
live and see what they got going on. You gonna swallow it whole, Goober? She said, "What was that?"
She knows what it means.
But anywho, it's like I said, looking to go and get in the woods again tomorrow. I hope you get your stand good and ready. It's so funny. I wish I had a picture that I could show you guys. I didn't take a picture yesterday, and I should have. We had a guy that was hunting with us, and he got a porta potty, and he made a deer stand out of it. Okay, he cut holes out the sides and all that. Which, I mean, if you're sitting in this stand, there's not a lot of room in one of those. But our preacher and his 2 son-in-laws are hunting with us this year. And my dad said, well, they're going to be hunting down there. You want to go help them out? So I went down there and ran around with bush hog and cleared 4 lanes off for them yesterday. And I got tickled because I was talking to one of them today, and he was like, well, I don't know. We got to get somebody down there. We don't really have the equipment to bush hog it and all. I said, well, you don't have to worry about that. It's already done. He said, who did it? I said, I did. So I was talking to, now his name went out of my head. I'm getting terrible, guys. Amy's husband.
Amy.
Talking about Rob's son-in-law.
Okay. Well, I know more than one Amy.
Yes, but I'm talking about Rob and his son-in-laws.
Okay.
What is his name? Anyway, well, it's getting bad. I'm losing it. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway,
I name off the kids and Amy.
But he was very happy that I had gone down there and done that, and let me tell you, that stuff was thick. It was, some of it was honestly taller than my tractor, because it hadn't been touched at all since last year. So, and it's pretty open right there because area had been logged probably 2 years ago. So it's full of briars, of course, which I hate. I love that when I'm bush hogging because they just reach out and grab you. But he was very happy. So Alex.
There we go.
I knew I'd think of it eventually. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing again tomorrow. My dad called me earlier, so we'll be leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, he'll be here before 7 to hook back up to the bush hog, and I got to run my line out there and air the tire up because one tire still doesn't want to stay up on that trailer we've got it on. So I think I finally got the tire to stay up on the tractor at least. I put some Fix-A-Flat in it every time I went to use it. Here's the fun part. Both the front right tire of the tractor and of the four-wheeler, I had to air up every time I used them. So I put Fix-A-Flat in both of them, and they've both been staying up. So let's hope that stays. But
right. Well,
anyway, we better get off of here.
Okay.
And go watch and see what Jack and Dean are up to. But thank you guys for getting on, and we'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.